Welcome back to another episode of our WRNL Lite unnamed betting show at this point in time. I'm the host Levi Stevenson, joined by Matthias Schwarzkopf, Austin Keeney, and Jacob England. How's it going, everybody?
I made money last week, people.
That he did.
Also, can we talk about how the 49ers staved off the Keeney curse and took it home last week?
I was wrong. I was very wrong about that. So I said out of respect for Brock Purdy, I will not bet the Seahawks in that game. So I stayed away, and Brock Purdy proved himself yet again. Should never have doubted it.
Yeah, but it's the things you learn along the way. So obviously this is brought to us by DRF Sportsbook. All of our odds that we're pulling from are from DRF. You can use code WRNL 300 to receive a 100% deposit match up to $300 with a minimum of $100. So that's a great way to get started, get some good money to throw in some bets right away. So definitely head on over there and use that code when you create your account and all that. So first up, we're going to talk about bowl games because Iowa State does not have a basketball game this week because it was canceled due to the incoming snowstorm. And so we are going to each pick a bowl game, and then we're going to do our pro picks. So first up, Matthias, what is your bowl game?
I got Baylor and Air Force. I don't believe. Is it the Armed Forces Bowl?
That sounds right.
Yes, it'd be
Everybody's got to look up their bowl names and sponsors.
Yeah. This is the Armed Forces Bowl brought to you by Huggies. Anyways, Baylor has a 3.5 point favorite, and I'm just going to take Baylor at 3.5 to cover.
Baylor at 3.5 to cover. Okay, very good. Austin, what do you got?
All right, I'm going to the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. I don't know what Radiance Technologies is, but I'm going to take Louisiana Lafayette plus 7.5 against Houston because Houston is a really weird team.
Yeah, they've been kind of all over the place a lot of this season. They Texas Tech them early on, and they've been just kind of bouncing.
They blow big leads. They make miracle comebacks when they're way behind, but I think all their games are usually pretty close.
So, Jacob, what do you got for what's your bowl game you got an eye on?
I'm going to look at the Guaranteed Rate Bowl. Wisconsin versus Oklahoma. Yeah, Oklahoma State.
Okay, interesting.
I'm actually going to take Wisconsin over Oklahoma State with that burning fire that they're having at the last few games.
On the money line or the spread?
I'm going to
Wisconsin's a 3.5 point favorite right now.
I'm going to take Wisconsin on the point favorite. I just don't think. Yeah, I don't think Oklahoma State is that good of shape right now.
Well, they've lost Spencer Sanders. I mean, they've had a ton of people transfer out. They're getting rid of coaches. Oklahoma State is in a state of turmoil right now.
Mm-hmm. And so is Wisconsin, but at least Wisconsin found their coach.
Wisconsin's got a path forward though, and they've got program momentum that Oklahoma State does not have right now.
No, it seemed like they stopped after I don't remember, but they had a big skating.
I think Oklahoma State's going to show up not looking like they don't want to be in this bowl game.
Yeah.
What's the number on that? What's Wisconsin favored by?
3.5.
And then
gotta
the
do some
over under is 43.
Okay, got to do a little research on that because if Jim Leonard is coaching the bowl game, then I love that pick.
He is.
Okay. They're going to win by 30. It's his last game at Wisconsin. He's a Wisconsin legend. Yeah, that's a great pick.
Yeah, they're going to pull some stuff out. I really like that pick, that 3.5 points for Wisconsin. And I'll take the over. And if I were picking, I'd take the over on that too. My bowl game is going to be the Forest Union Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl between Wake Forest and Missouri. Wake Forest is an offensive powerhouse. They have been for the last few years. And Missouri's kind of whatever. They kind of tread water mostly. And mostly sink in the SEC, but tread water. Wake Forest is a 1 point favorite over Missouri. I'll take them I'll take them on that spread for -1 points. Functionally a pick 'em. But what I really like there is the over 58.5. Wake Forest puts up big point totals on their own. Granted against ACC competition, but I like them that game to easily clear 58.5 points. They're even just based on Wake Forest alone. but with Missouri thrown in, whatever. I know almost nothing about Missouri, but I know Wake Forest puts points on the board. So
Missouri would be to the south of Iowa. I
well,
hope
that's
you
good.
know that.
Well, that is good. I do know things about the state of Missouri, but not the state of Missouri football. Yeah. So let's move
Actually,
on to.
I want it on the record. Wisconsin's now my favorite bowl bet. I'm talked into it.
Fair enough. All right, let's move on to our pro picks. Jacob, what do you got first?
Eagles versus the Cowboys. Oh, Jalen Hurts is out.
Oh boy.
Not so fast, my friend.
Okay, go ahead.
Nick Sirianni, he said he's built different than all the rest of us. I ain't ruling him out yet. He said that today.
I'm still going to pick the Cowboys to actually cover. I believe. Give me a second here. The Cowboys are -4.5, and over under is 46. I would take the over, number one, and then number two, I am going to take the Cowboys to cover. I think that, especially that loss that happened last week with Cowboys, I think the Cowboys are going to rally back up and get the bandwagons going.
All right. Keeney, what do you got? What do you got rolling for your pro game?
I got a couple that I'm looking at before I make my official pick for the show, but a couple things I'm looking at on DRF. The Browns and the Saints. You want to talk about an ugly football game? The total is 31.5. I've never seen a total that low in an NFL game.
Also worth noting is that the projected wind chill for that game is like -6.
Wow. Oh man, 31.5 though. That's you could like I don't know. That feels
low, but both those teams are real bad, and they're playing in -6 weather.
All right. Well, I don't know. We'll see. The Lions. How long can the Lions do this? They're a 2.5-point favorite in Carolina too, and they've covered like 6 weeks in a row. So they're either just a wagon or they're due for a loss. But I think I've got one that I'm going to save for my best pick. But those are a couple others I'm keeping an eye on.
Okay. Matthias, what do you got?
I'm gonna go to. I'll take your -6 wind chill that you brought up and raise you to -11 at Soldier Field.
Yep.
For
there
the
you go.
For the Bills and the Bears. Literally the entire Bears roster is like on the injury report as of this morning.
Bills a 9.5-point favorite,
and the Bills are good. Well, I mean, even if the Bears had all their players, they still wouldn't be able to stop Josh Allen and the high-powered offense of the Buffalo Bills. So that said, injuries included, the bad, although it did play halfway decent against Jalen Hurts last week, but then he also still passing to Jalen Hurts. So, take your lumps where you want.
So have you considered that the Bears will injure Josh Allen just like they did to Jalen Hurts?
To be fair, I think Josh Allen is built different than Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I am going to take the Bills to cover the 9.5.
And the over under for that is only 40.5. That feels
so I like, and when I say cover, like the Bills are going to win by like 14 or something. I don't think. I mean, I could see the Bears getting blown out completely, but it's gonna be cold and nothing's gonna be normal. I mean, whatever.
A 31-14 game seems totally possible.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And that clears the over. The over under is only 40.5. That seems super low for a Bills game.
I'm gonna go with like 31-20. Justin Fields will score 3 touchdowns.
Are you gonna put anything on that over?
No.
40.5. Don't feel good about it. Okay.
It's cold and the Bears playing offense. Yeah, right.
Fair enough.
Fair weather.
Fair enough. My pick for the week is the Bengals at the Patriots. They are 3.5-point favorites. New England's not very good this season. They just suffered an incredibly embarrassing loss. And I think the Bengals are on track to be one of the Super Bowl contenders there in the AFC. It's the Chiefs, Bills, and Bengals. It's one of those three, and the Chiefs are pretty. Who knows? Outside of Mahomes and Kelsey, I'm not sure what the Chiefs are going to do consistently. Anyways, the Bills are definitely probably the favorites, I would say, but the Bengals are right there, and I think they could repeat as Super Bowl participants. And I think they're getting there. So let me take the Bengals -3.5 at the Patriots. over-under's 41.5. I'm not going to touch that. I don't think. I don't have a good feel for that. But yeah, Bengals 3.5 at the Patriots. So quickly, let's get to our running gambling game here. Running totals. So Jacob lost last week on the Ravens to cover. I hit on the Broncos cover and under parlay. And then we've got and then we've got Keeney won on the Louisville money line, and Matthias won 10 units on hitting the Justin Fields rushing over. Way to go, buddy.
Let's circle the wagons and do it again this week.
10 more units.
Give me 10 more units on the Justin Fields over again.
All right, 10 more units on the Justin Fields rushing over. Austin, what do you got?
Well, anytime you could bet on a team that just blew a 33-0 lead, you have to do it.
You gotta take it.
Monday Night Football, Colts +4, because I don't know anybody else who's going to bet on the Colts, so fade the public.
There you go. Jacob, what you got?
I'm going to take that Wisconsin.
See, if you didn't get it, I was going to jump on that.
Yeah, because I believe that the Okie State are not going to do good. They aren't.
Fair enough. Let's see. I was thinking about that. I don't know if I feel I don't feel 100% confident enough in my Wake Forest to put my actual fake units on it.
You could go Wisconsin if you want to.
I'm kind of thinking about it, and actually, because you took them on the spread.
Yeah, I took them on.
Okay,
on
I'm taking the over on that one. I'm taking Wisconsin on the. I won't take Wisconsin, but I'm gonna take the Wisconsin Oklahoma State over 43 points that game. Because Oklahoma State can't stop shit. Wisconsin's gonna be motivated. Let's do it. Over 43 in the Wisconsin Oklahoma State game.
Look, I got a theory here. Not really a theory, but
I'm gonna put how many units are you putting on it, Jacob?
I'm gonna do 70.
70. Okay.
Yep. Go big or go home.
And how many did you say, Austin?
Yeah, the Colts are kind of poopy. 30.
I will put. I'm only gonna put 20 on that Wisconsin over. Yeah. So what were you gonna say, Matthias?
I'm trying to find it here, but I was listening to the. Somebody was
Wow, that was
saying
really good.
that, like, if you really wanted to, like, sprinkle some money in on Brock Purdy winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. Running back out of Seattle.
The running bit of Matthias cutting out right when he's trying to say something important is never not funny.
I don't know what it is.
We need to make some sort of bit about that.
I don't know. We gotta figure something out like that.
Roll Tide.
And we're just gonna play like some random like Jeopardy theme song or something like that. And then,
So where did I cut out at?
Brock Purdy.
The Brock Purdy something.
Yeah, Rookie of the Year, and then you went.
Yeah, somebody said bet Brock Purdy to win Rookie of the Year because the Seahawks running back is the only other guy, and he's scored less touchdowns than what Brock Purdy's already thrown.
Interesting.
I thought about it.
I don't think Brock's got enough games left. Like,
No,
you have to
but-
really scorch it for the last few
But who's
games,
his thing was that he said you bet on it now because what if he leads them to 3 more victories, throws 3 more touchdowns, or 2 to 3 more touchdowns each
That's
game?
a totally fair point. Like he could come from way behind to win that. Like we thought Brees was gonna run away with it, and now it turns out Brock Purdy's actually the Rookie of the Year.
I was trying to find the odds, but I couldn't find them, and I don't really want
They
to.
might not even have odds up for it. But all right, thank you everybody for your picks. Just a reminder, you can go on to when you create your account with DRF, you can enter code WRNL 300 to get a 100% deposit match up to $300 with a minimum of $100 to get that added onto your initial deposit into your account. It's free money to bet with. Definitely love doing that. So thank you DRFs to our sponsors there and for the code there to help all of our people get started. For Matthias Schwarzkopf, Austin Keeney, Jacob England, I'm Levi Stevenson. We'll see you guys next week.